Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation. This is the Banished Vault, a sort of exploration-focused base-building roguelite that I'm excited to be checking out here today. It's out now on Steam. Let's pop on in and see what the game is all about. Let's go with a second entry, and let's get some tutorials. In we go. The stars have been inhabited for the greater part of a millennia. Through wars, plague, and expansion, the interstellar churches have endured. For generations, the churches strengthened their control over stasis, a hybrid matrix that sustains life for the long hibernation of interstellar travel. They send vaults, vast monastery cities built for tens of thousands to explore and colonize new worlds. On the fringes of territorial space, a colony mission conducted by Auriga Vault discovers a phenomenon that they christen the Gloom. It summarily annihilates the settlers, leaving behind only a meager crew of exiles. The exiles flee to new solar systems, relentlessly pursued by the Gloom. They gather resources from planets to create more stasis before getting compelled to return to hibernation. They resolve to undertake a new task, to write a chronicle of their journey and transmit it home. Welcome to the Banished Vault. This is the first of two scenarios designed to introduce you to the game. The game manual contains a step-by-step instruction on how to complete them. This scenario also introduces the interface, map, moving ships, and to and from planets. At any point, you can restart the scenario with the restart button. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pause, and I'll see if I should read this now, or if we're going to go bit by bit. All right. Looks like we should maybe read a page, enact on it, read a page. Seems to be the thing. To move a ship, you need to assign an exile to be the navigator, an engine, add fuel to the engine to generate energy. So we open up the ship display by clicking, find a stranded ship to move to. We're going to set the maneuver destination underneath the stranded ship, and it will show how much energy we need. Then we assign an engine, allocate fuel, and basically we just need to meet the amount that it says. And then we start the maneuver. Turn stop before the ship reaches the destination. It'll stop midway. The turn stops add time to a maneuver, and the ship resumes its maneuver at the start of the next turn. Okay, so basically, it's a lot to say. I think we basically just click our guy and then click where we want to go, which is going to be here. And it looks like we need 11 energy, so we're going to need to put in enough fuel. Okay, well, first things first, we put in the engine. Then we need enough fuel to hit 11. Yeah, it's a lot of verbiage to say what is really not that complicated. I guess the nice thing I'll know is I know that I'm going to be stopping here, and I know why now. The ship is in motion. Okay, so we're going to hit end turn to have it continue here. I guess this is just in case we want to readjust it, which I can only imagine there'll be a reason to do that in the future. What else we got? Landing on a planet. We're not there yet. Unless we are. At this point in the scenario, your main ship needs more fuel. It doesn't. So what do we got here? Got a whole bunch of fuel, an extra engine, 4 thrust, and 130 efficiency. Transfer cargo. Yoink. Yoink. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So then we're going to click our ship. We move down here. We need a thrust of 2. Which we did not have before. Apparently? It says this has engine with 2 thrust. I mean, I'll take your word for it. Alright. View a stranded ship with both ships in the same location. Oh, okay, I got that. Transfer the cargo. Plot a course with the main ship. Select the surface location of the planet to set a maneuver path. The path between the orbit and the surface now has a thrust requirement. Assign a landing engine, change engines to the more powerful engine you just acquired. It satisfies the thrust requirement and complete the maneuver. Gotcha. Easy enough. I have now landed. The planet surface, you have now arrived at the planet. You're now able to view the surface. You'll retrieve the stasis here and return to the vault to begin hibernation. We have entered surface view, collect stasis. The display at the right shows the details of this location. Sure. Take the stasis that is here and place it on your ship. Whoop. Return to the map. This feels like I'm actually doing like putting together IKEA furniture, but for a long-lost civilization. And I'm kind of here for it. Use the quick swap to quickly transfer items back to the ship. Return to the map. Okay. Note the vault now has appeared on the location you started the scenario. Your exile has run out of actions for this turn before you return to the vault and the turn to restore actions. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and pop back to the map. We are out of actions, apparently. But let's see here. We'll end turn so we can get our actions back. Start the maneuver. And start on going. So, yeah, just stopped us at the halfway point. Okay, transfer cargo. Select the vault figurine to open up the vault display. Place the exile in the vault's crew area. Begin hibernation. All right. We have done that. Should we put... Is it what? Shift click? Yeah, shift click. I'm assuming we're going to want all that stuff in there. Begin hibernation. Again, once more, into the dim starlight. Our chase has endured for such a time that the void is more comfortable than gravity. Our faith wavers. You have enough stasis to hibernate all your exiles. All your exiles are present on the vault. Great. I'm curious to see, because I know that when we landed on that base, it was a flat plane. I do know that that's where some base building perhaps shall possibly take place from the screenshots. The second scenario involves constructing outposts on planets and operating buildings to produce resources. A new set of instructions is also available in the game manual. Okay. Not as much, it looks like. Second scenario teaches the basics of constructing buildings. I do really like that we kind of have this... It feels like an actual physical manual here. It's kind of super nostalgic to me in a way that is not going to be for everybody, but is currently for me right now today. Travel to a planet and construct a water harvester building on the planet's surface. So we're going to travel to a planet, go to the planet with your exile, all your resources when there, enter the surface view. All right, well, let's just do that first. Let's go ahead and put everything back. Is there a reason we wouldn't just use the better engine? Oof. Oof. So much fuel. All right, so let's land here and see what they're getting at. All right, location cache. Water, iron, carbon dioxide, titanium. All right, travel to the planet. Assign a laborer. Take an exile from the ship and place them into the laborer slot on the location display. Select a building on the building list. I mean, let's do this first. I feel like maybe, yeah. Now we click water harvester. And then we can, yeah, select the building. Got it. Choose a location. Requires placement on the grid. Covers a resource node. Place it on a surface grid spot that contains the water resource. Neat. God, I gotta tell you, I think what's doing a lot of heavy lifting for making me compelled to read this stuff is the kind of world here. The visuals are really nice. I love the colors they went with and everything. It's just nice. Construct. Okay, this uses iron, restore actions, and the turn to restore your actions. Okay, I have to end the turn up here. So we got actions again. Operating buildings. Use the water harvester to gather water. Select the water harvester to open its display. Select to operate. Okay. Produce stasis. Select the stasis producer figurine to open it. I like that it calls it a figurine. It needs water, titanium, and CO2. Not that you harvest water. All right, so we're going to start with the water harvest. Operate that first. Stasis producer. Operate. I did it twice. I don't know. Operate it again. Oh, hey. Operate it again to create a second stasis. Enough for one exile to hibernate. So each exile needs 2 stasis to hibernate. Good to know. Produce fuel. Operate the fuel producer to create fuel for your return journey. All right. So we came here to produce some of this stuff. So there's iron here. Can we take it with us? We can. So can we do... That was a limit based off of, presumably... I don't know which thing we want to go for, but... Can I stack these together? I can. Cool. We have to leave nothing behind then. No labor. Understood. Buildings. Good deal. So let's get the hell out of here. How do I return to the surface? Return to the map. Good God. Okay. I'm assuming we can't head back. Correct. We're going to need to end turn, get our stuff back. We have, hopefully, enough fuel to return home. Yep. Good God, it is hefty, the requirements there. Okay. Begin hibernation. Transfer everything back. Begin hibernation. Okay. You've completed the introductory scenarios, and now begins your journey to write your own chronicle and escape the gloom. Once your chronicle is written, your journey is complete. Unlike the previous scenarios, the solar system has nothing prepared in advance, and you must decide which planets to visit, how to create stasis for your exiles, and to aid you, the manual has a general guide. Gotcha. Sort by topics. Gotcha. Cool. 1 second. All right. So, I mean, we got a lot here. I don't want to go into just reading forever here. The first system starts on page 13. So we've done everything else so far. Hazards, maneuvers. I think we could probably get away with trying to learn, my God, the world here. At least for a little bit. So we're going to be looking for different materials, right? Your primary goal in each system is to escape before the gloom arrives, create enough stasis to put all your exiles in hibernation. Simple as that, right? Turns in stasis will always be shown in the top of the game screen. Yep, if you make a mistake, restart the solar system using the button in the top left. We need water, CO2, and titanium. Look for planets and moons with these symbols. Take note of locations with iron so you can make more buildings. Plan maneuvers to locations with the resources that you need, but bring fuel for a return trip. Load all the items you need to construct buildings from the vault onto the ships. Constructing a stasis producer requires alloy, iron, and titanium. So, all right. Let's see what we got, what kind of planets. Oh, okay, so it does just kind of lay it out there for us. We got CWT. I mean, this first planet has everything we need to make stasis. So that seems like a pretty logical first step. So we'll go there. Most harvester buildings are constructed with iron. Producers and other buildings require a combination. Alloy, iron, titanium. Do we have any of that? Silica, titanium, iron, water. Yeah. We're going to need alloy, I guess. Whether or not we have that there, I guess, is the big question. We do. Okay, great. Alloy. Alloy. Titanium. What else do we want? Iron. Uh-oh. I mean, I guess we can put the engine on. That saves us a little bit. 2 thrust, 175 efficiency. I see. Having both is probably a good idea. Can we save the water? We got all the stuff we need to make our producer. So it looks like we can bring a couple individuals here on the ship. Array Triad, Mandorla 5, Alter 7. So these are... Gotcha. These are going to be different ships. I would imagine that this heavier one is going to... What is this? Energy calculator. These heavier ones are probably going to take more. Ship's thrust is -2. Okay, 3.9 fuel to energy. We'll start with that for now, I think. And we'll see what it looks like. But the question is, do we want to bring anything else with us? We definitely want to bring fuel. That much is obvious. Enough for a trip there and back. If we did this, we need 8, which takes us 3 fuel. We could maybe get away with dropping that like there. 3 to get there. Works for me. And then we still have this one individual. They can be like... They can run the rescue mission. The inevitable rescue mission. Okay, so if it takes 5 to get there, we're going to need a little bit more. All right, we'll go a little bit overflow on that. So we could, like, while that's going halfway, we could start to send somebody else to another planet. By themselves? I don't know. It seems like maybe a little bit wild. But so does having 3 people on this one planet right here. I feel like maybe we probably went overkill. But we could leave somebody there. I think let's just hit end turn for now. There's a moon here that has a little bit of... What is it? CO2? Let's pop on down to the planet here. So you're going to want to create... let's get a person out here. CO2 harvester. Excavator. Structure harvester. How do I make stasis producer? There we go. Stasis producer. Create stasis from water, titanium, and CO2. 1 invalid tile. I mean, I guess if I can produce it over here, I guess that's fine if there's no invalid tiles. I don't know why this is invalid, though. I'll just start building it. Insufficient resources. Construct. Good. Laborer has no actions left. We could pop a person over there. Insufficient resources. We need water, titanium, and carbon dioxide. I thought there was carbon on... Oh, there's carbon in the atmosphere. Or not carbon, sorry. You know what I mean. So, I guess... CO2 harvester. Let's go ahead and make one of those. I do wonder... Oh, the invalid tile is... It's kind of hard to see. It's these. It's really faint. Gotcha. Carbon dioxide, yes. I shall construct that. We probably don't have any, laborer actions. I'll swap that. Operate, we got some carbon dioxide. So we now have water, titanium, carbon dioxide. Yep, we do, but we don't have enough to do anything else. All right. So I think we're out of actions for everything here. The question is if I want to send you all by yourself somewhere else. That's not something about faith. Faith is an important aspect for each exile. It's the way they overcome hazards in the solar system, and if an exile's faith reaches 0, they can't do anything. It's displayed next to the symbol. Dictates how many dice are rolled when you have to resolve a hazard. Okay. Well, clearly, well... Over time, it diminishes when they enter hibernation. Their faith goes down by 1, and they can lose it in hazards. Gotcha. So we have elixirs to fix that up, it looks like. Restored in a chapel at the Banished Vault. All right. Not going to worry about that for right now. Let's get back in here. I think I'm going to end the turn for now. Operate. Operate. Laborer has no actions. Look like you have 2 actions. So we are now missing... Hold on, let me just adjust that. So we got a lack of a couple things. We have the carbon. So now we need water. Buildings, water harvester. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. It's built in a way where I can't... it's going to overwrite the titanium. Because I can't put it here, see? This is the only way I can do it. Oh, that hurts. Laborer has no... Yep, let's get you. Do a little bit of constructing. Operate, we'll get to water. I think I'll end turn and go another thing. I mean, if everything we need is more or less here, that's kind of a big deal. We have how much stasis? 3? That can't be right. I feel like I've done so much more than that. Okay, we're going to need water as well. Oh, my word. Okay, so we're up to 5. We need 8, and then theoretically we're done. But the issue is I am not going to have enough titanium. And we don't have a way to harvest titanium here. So what I could do... I'm going to go ahead and... I like the music a lot, but I'm just going to turn it down. I could send a one-man tiny little thing. Just to go get titanium. That is an option. How long would it be to get here? 27 fuel. But I will say, look at that. Oh, God. Eight. Here's the thing. What's my other option? Right? If I need 8 stasis... what would be my other option? Insufficient thrust. It's annoying. Wait, could I get here? I could do that with 4, and then I could increase the thrust for the big boy. I think that's a better plan. All right. Except for the fact that they don't have enough fuel to otherwise... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't want to restart everything. Can I just go back one little smidgen? I guess we'll just come rescue them. Somebody will come out and rescue it. It's super inefficient what we just did, but hey, I guess that's... I can't really change it up at this point. Can't go back unless I would restart the whole galaxy. It's not really something I want to do. No laborers have action here. So we'll just go rescue him. What a waste of time it is. But oh well. So as far as fuel producer, creates fuel from water. We could get that going. I'll get that constructed too. 1 water, I mean, that's a good thing. We can generate lots of fuel. We can go and we can rescue them pretty darn easily at this point if that's all it takes is converting water. Insufficient. We are missing CO2 and some more water. Pop that. 1. All right, that's all we got for you. Return to the map. You're halfway there. Oh, you poor sap. Oh, you got a long way to go. You poor, poor thing. All right, we have 7. We're almost done with getting the fuel. But we are unfortunately just out of titanium now. So I guess we can make some fuel for the time being. I suppose it just makes sense. Okay, so they made it to their locale. Can't do anything else with that. Just generate a stupid amount of fuel for the time being. I mean, what else are we going to be doing here? We would be sending somebody else out on the mission. Just bring a whole bunch of fuel. So we'll go for water. Someone else go operate. Do we need actions in order to lift off the planet? I don't remember. Also, we can leave a laborer here, right? I'm assuming we can. It's just convenient to have multiple. Is there a way that we can use to write an entry for the Auriga Chronicle? Don't have the stuff for that. Reveals all resources at depth 1. Huh. Oh. Isn't that where... Wait, so then maybe that's where the titanium would be? Because it did say there would be titanium here. This is for science. Reveals all resources at the depth of 1. If they are revealed... I'm thinking they may possibly be underneath a building that is here. Make even more fuel. At the navigator, we got both of those. Let's get even more fuel on the ship because we might as well. Grab that. Meet up here, but we're going to do it with our weaker ones so we can... See, okay, the amount of fuel we have on us is actually really, really weighing us down, isn't it? So 9 fuel. No. We want you to go here. Wow, man. Okay, so bare minimum we need 2 more fuel just to rescue this person from the mistake I made, which is crazy how big of a deal that little choice is, because we got 5 here. But also he wouldn't have been able to get down here so efficiently. Like having somebody in kind of like a middle point to sort of be like a fuel, like if we could make this a fuel planet or something like that, I think that would actually be really, really good for us in the end. We're going to need more loaded onto the ship. Do I need a full 9? Probably not. But we're going to meet in the middle here. Okay, we'll grab you. I said you. I said you. Move here. 10 fuel. Navigator has no actions left. That's okay. All right, hold on. Okay. So, since we don't need the other person to have actions, we'll go ahead and we'll have you do 2 actions. We'll trade you out. Like that. Return to the map. You should have actions now. Insufficient thrust to get here? We need 1 thrust. Why do we need a thrust to get to this one? I thought we needed a thrust to get here. I can apparently meet up at this point, which would be okay. We can meet up at any of the pluses. Possibly. Yeah, we could. It would only take us 6. Making you meet me halfway would take you 3. Yeah, I think that's worth it. I think we can... Because it's more efficient for this one to move because it doesn't have as much going on. So we'll start that maneuver. And you will start that maneuver as well. All of that just to basically get everything sorted around to where it needs to be. Action restore 2. How's their faith? It's fine. Meet in the middle here. Okay. So you've got 9. How much does it take for you to get home? Or for you to get here? 6. So everything else we can transfer. Because that place can obviously produce. So we'll transfer that. Can we get back? Insufficient thrust. Two, that's more efficient. And then I guess I'm hoping it won't take that much to get to here. Because this is a more efficient one. So that works. You should have a lot more fuel now. Boy, do you ever. You have so much fuel. Meet here. It doesn't take that much thrust to get here. Takes 3 fuel to get in. With the more efficient one. Okay. Works for me. All the while, we do have a couple actions over here. We might as well keep on producing. More fuel. Since we have the 8, I guess, like, we could... No, we can't make extra stasis. We don't have the actions for it. Okay. Insufficient thrust. We pop in the new engine. See, yeah, that... Using the more efficient engine, we actually had 2 extra. We could have transferred 2 more, but we just didn't want to risk that there. All right, so we want the extra thrust. 3. All right, cool. All of that. Now we need to build a freaking titanium harvester. It takes up the iron. It's fine. What's that? Silica? Do I need silica? I don't think I need no silica. I don't need no silly silica. Alright. We got everybody here. And then that person is going to... that we had sent back down, they're going to generate titanium, and then they're going to come and meet us here is the goal. And if we truly beefed it, guess what? It's not going to be that big of a deal. We've got a lot of ways to generate more fuel. The issue would be the timer, and I think we're fine on the timer. Here we go. Construct. Operate. It's a hell of a lot. There's 5 titanium. It's already probably good enough. I mean, it is good enough if we wanted to hibernate. I'm not going to do this yet. Do not have enough stasis. That our exile is not present. Okay. 0 out of 8. It says 0 out of 8, but it's just because I guess we don't have it there. All right, so how much... Missing navigator? Yeah. But how much does it take in order to leave? Is it just, I think it's just one action in order to leave. Hello? Has no actions. Insufficient energy. Woof! Okay, we'd be going to this one. Again, we can just, we'd be popping in. Thrust 1 out of 2. Insufficient. Wait, we need extra thrust to break out of the atmosphere, don't we? So we just do this. We need 10. We got 3. We have 4 freaking actions? Oh, God, get the titanium. Well, but it's also like the titanium is going to weigh us down, right? It's also kind of just like sort of the whole thing. Let's see something. Let's see if it takes one action. I think it might only take one action. Fuel got the 10. It also did not adjust how much. So I thought that the fuel, like the stuff we were carrying, would have adjusted that, but it doesn't look like it actually mattered. Ship mass, is ship mass not changed by that? Interesting. Less complex than I thought, question mark? We do that, and then we'll just end our turn. Y'all over here just keep on making a stupid amount of fuel. There's so much fuel that we can't use even. But we'll bring it back, and I guess theoretically, like, we'd be able to take it with us to the next place. All right, and turn. You swap to the efficient engine. Best you can do is 4 there. I think that's good enough. If we have to move up 1 tile, we have to move up 1 tile. Okay. What else we got for buildings? Elixir producer, fuel producer, stasis producer, alloy producer, scriptorum. Do it if I could. Oh, if I could. That is so much fuel. You are in motion. It's going to be a little bit before you even make it there. It took me into the world last time. Take me in? Oh, they're the one that's in the ship is why. So they're technically not wrong. Running out of turns, but boy, we're going to have so much stuff. All right, can you make it? Can you make it in? With 2. You're going to obviously need the higher thrust engine. Yeah, it only takes 1 fuel. Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that there? Drop the titanium on the planet. We'll grab... Whoop, whoop. Since it doesn't matter, the weight doesn't matter, we'll grab all of that. That's going to be beautiful. Triads, we have insufficient resources here. We're missing... After all of that, we're missing carbon dioxide, which is fine. We'll just go ahead and grab that. There's our 8. Whether or not we can get extras for later, I guess, would be my question at this point. Oh, there's 7. You're good to go. I guess we're not going to be able to take everything. Because, like, this is going to take 1, 2... Let's think about space. 2, 3. If we don't want to waste the titanium... Like, we don't need more fuel. The question is if we want more stasis and if we can stack more stasis on the same. That's really the question I would have at this point. Nobody else has actions. I think we would want to end turn. Okay, so stasis stacks up to 9. So the question is basically, do I want to stay here and make 5 more stasis? Yeah, I could make up to 5 more stasis and hope that it is something that we can carry with us. I think we're gonna just say nah. We'll grab the titanium. Extra fuel. Just have tons of fuel for later, I suppose. We have our extra. It's there. We are leaving, what, 2 iron, 1 water. Couldn't care less about the water. I mean, you don't need all that fuel, do you? Yeah. But it's also like, we're good to go. Do we have everybody? We do not have everybody. There's still 1 person on the actual planets. Get them out of there. Return to the map. Head on home. We need to get out of here first. 2 fuel to even just get out of the orbit. Yeah, the smaller ship needs a whole lot less in order to do that. So now we want to rock just the most efficient. Whoa! 1 fuel to do that? Because there's no atmosphere we need to get into? That is so easy to get to. Oh, so close to getting it into. Oh, well. All right. End turn. Theoretically, we can go ahead and grab the ships. Drop everything off there. We have 9 out of 8 stasis. Whether or not it's going to take that to like a future run or a future zone or something. Oh my god, we're overflowing on... I guess we just leave the engines in there. We're kind of overflowing on stuff here. But if we just leave the engines in, that would be good. All right. Begin hibernation. Chapel. Elixir required. Shipyard. How does one make this? With an engineer, 3 of the, whatever, the metals. Whichever resource that'll be. What's an artifact? When exiles are hibernating in between solar systems, you may spend knowledge to unlock new buildings, engines, ships, and abilities for your exiles. To unlock these items, you need to gather the artifacts from locations in the solar system and return them to the vault. Cool. What is M? Methane. So if we had 3 methane and one of the alloys, we'd be able to do it. Those are elixirs. Gotcha. All right. And then crew is just them. So let's begin our hibernation. Holy mole. Make them all hibernate. Why would we not? Knowledge 0. Sounds about right. Gain 1 extra blueprint. So is that what, like, if we would have made that 1 building that was kind of the bigger one we didn't have space for on that planet, is that what writing the logs would do? It would generate us knowledge. Gain an extra blueprint to purchase during hibernation. Gain 1 each CO2, water, and methane when enter a new system. Whenever you use water harvester, gain an extra water. All right. Neat stuff. Hibernation is slow and usually painful. Stasis keeps the body alive. It does not alleviate the pain. It's a blessing that we can sleep through the process. All right. So then that takes us to a new world. Unstable gravity. 3 strength, potential outcomes, losing faith. I do want to know what this is. What are these little arrows? More unstable gravity. What the hell? This son of a gun. Tons of methane there. All right. Very, very neat. This is wild. It is, I, first of all, adore the visuals. if you are looking for kind of like a very puzzly, very resource managey take on a kind of like run-based roguelite genre, this is really, really compelling, very, very deep in that sense. And it's like, it's just scratching all of those itches of just planning out the future, strategizing a game plan, going through it. Because you can see how catastrophic one little thing such as, shoot, I sent that ship and I don't know if it has enough to get back. Like, that's it's potentially catastrophic. Like, it didn't matter there because we were in the first zone. It was relatively generous. Also, right here, it looks like stasis absolutely does carry with you between these zones. So therefore, the correct strategy would have been probably to then stack up that 5 stasis. You know, you can plan out for the future. Like, well, what do I want to bring with me to the next one? Yada, yada, all of that. The main focus being indeed getting that stasis. Outputs water methane. Reveals all resources at depths 1. Reveals the status of 3 resources in the next system. Interesting. Large orbiting structures. Special ships. Yeah. It's really neat. It's very, very in the weeds, and this is going to be somebody's dream game. And I can tell that for sure. This is like, when I'm in the mood for this game, which is today, I really like it. But it's the kind of thing where it's like, you do have to be in the mood for it. But the person who's in the mood for it, I think, will truly, truly adore this. And you know who you are. It's the Banished Vault. There's a link at the top of the description if you want to check it out for yourself. The art style is gorgeous. The world thematic, presence is very strong. I really, really, really do enjoy this. But yeah, alas, that's that. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel for roguelikes and more every single day. If that's something you're into, this is a channel that you should be subscribed to. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.